photographers who were along the sideline. There's not a lot of room there, and as a player, I can tell you, you know, they're a hazard. I know they're a necessity, but they are a hazard under the basket and along the sidelines. You can get hurt.
DePaul gets the opening tap as Kevin Holland controls to Kevin Edwards. Left side, T. Green. Out front to Laux. They get it baseline underneath. T. Green goes up for the shot and is hammered immediately by Steve Pittman. The first foul on either club here. And we'll see if it's a shooting foul.
Good rotation that time by the Demons. Looked like they knew exactly what they wanted to do. DePaul now going to the diamond and one press. That's really kind of a 1-2-1-1. Strickland usually playing the middle on that. Now Edwards is on it.
Dayton beat it easily down court. Corbin in the lane. Corbin blocked from behind by Brundy, who leads the club now with 21 rejections.
Beat it easily, but they didn't get anything out of it.
Edwards left side. Laux to T. Green, and now T. brings it out back.
1-4 set with the T. Green, the forward, playing the point.
Laux strictly a perimeter player offensively. T. Green baseline left, pull-up jumper, 17-footer, forced a bad shot, and it hit Ewell in the shoulder, and he's lucky to get the rebound back on a carom.
That shot's okay if you've hit 6 out of 6, but when you're struggling like T. Green is, you want to make sure you get a real good shot first.
He's now 3 of 20 over the last 3 ball games from the floor, so he is struggling indeed. He was 1 of 9 against Georgetown.
That's why you want to look for that real good, easy shot to get you off to a mental frame, good mental frame.
Billy Ewell, whose papa played at Dayton. There are several bloodlines on this Dayton Flyer basketball team. Donaher's got a son who is a member of the team.
Good move.
Baseline jumper by Nigel Knight, and he puts Dayton on top 2-1.
Nigel Knight has a good range, 15-foot, but he likes to post up some too. That time he was down in the 10-foot range.
Flyers by 1. Edwards, top of the circle. 17-footer off the heel. Long rebound. Springer has it knocked loose. Laux feeds it underneath. Slam jam. Stanley Brundy on the feed from Laux.
Good aggressiveness by Holland. Knocked that one loose.
Quickly down court. Again, they beat the trap in the backcourt, but they don't get the easy shot. Springer out front. Left sides it to Corbett. Corbett, a 3-year starter at Dayton. Pittman checked along the baseline. Out back to Ewell. Springer right side. He is a cousin of Corbett.
He's got pretty good 3-point range, Springer does.
Pittman missed a long 18-footer and a push.
Just a little shove, that's all. A little baby shove. You know, Holland's done a nice job rebounding, and I'm sure that's why he's in the lineup.
Well, he's not a bad shooter.
Well, he showed some post-up offense, which the Demons need very badly. But he's averaging about 6 rebounds a game.
Well, Kevin Golden, who had started all during the first half of the year, one of the tri-captain seniors, just not giving Joey any scoring or rebounding. Well, Kevin's a scrapper, but less than 3 points a game isn't going to get it done.
Also, if you got equal talent, you're going to start a younger player to give him some experience.
T. Green baseline left. This time he rips in a 15-footer from the left corner, and it's 5-2 in favor of the Blue Demons.
Again, diamond and one. Unusual for DePaul to press diamond and one after a made field goal. They usually do it after a free throw. DePaul going to try to use their overall quickness against Dayton's bigger and slower ball club. Dayton beat the press twice, but didn't get anything out of it.
The other thing to keep in mind when Strickland has not played this year, there's a steal by Edwards, but he couldn't save it from going out of bounds at midcourt. The other thing to keep in mind about DePaul is when Strickland has not played early in the year, Green took a massive part of the scoring load. He had 29 in the opening loss in overtime to Pepperdine, and then had a career high of 33 in an overtime victory against Niagara.
Now DePaul on a 3-2 trapping zone press, so they're really think that Dayton's going to turn the ball over, and they're going at him.
Knight gives out front to Springer. Back to Knight on the left side. Corbett. Knight looks like he's going up with that shot just about every time.
That's tough to defend a guy like that, too, when he can fake it and make it look like it's going up. They got 5 seconds on the shot clock.
Yeah, they're going to have to take that one from the right corner. They had to force a bad shot. Pittman missed it. Ewell got the rebound. Scores! That gives him 14 out of 18 on the year and a 3-point play for the young sophomore from Dayton Alter High. And we're tied at 5. First tie of the game. We've had 2 lead changes. Laux, baseline. T. Green goes underneath, stripped of the ball as he goes up, knocked out of bounds. It'll be DePaul basketball into their own basket.
Again, zone defense, and they swing the ball to the weak side. Pittman running at T. Green. That makes it easier for T to go around him, and right now he's doing it at will.
This is the last year Dayton will be an independent. They move into the Midwestern Collegiate Conference next year. Out front, top of the circle. Three-point shot is good by Kevin Edwards. He is now 14 of 26 from three-point range. That's about 56%.
Really unusual for DePaul to use this diamond and one after a made field goal. It's kind of tough to set up that quick.
8-5, Ewell. Got the cross-court pass. Gives out front to Springer. Knight. Weak side Pittman open, and he bumps in a little 10-footer wide open, and it's 8-7 DePaul by one.
One of the hazards of doing that is what happens is you're in a zone all the way down the floor, and then you must go to a man-to-man. You got to find your men quickly. That time, wide open on the left side was Pittman.
Edwards out back to Green. He swings it to Laux on the left side. Kevin Edwards underneath, and the layup is in by Brundy, who got around his man. Baseline left. Stanley with 4. DePaul leads 10-7. Again, Dayton handles that press. Ewell takes it all the way to the hoop, and we got a charge. He ran right over. Is that Holland or Brundy who got floored on the play?
Holland.
It's Holland who really set up nicely defensively and took the charge.
Where'd that freight train come from?
That's a tough charge to take. Second foul on Ewell.
2:30.
At least to get it down there, and then they back it away.
Well, they're not really quick enough, and DePaul's recovering very well.
Edwards, top of the
Offensive
circle.
foul.
That moving pick, and that takes away a nice 17-foot jumper by Kevin Edwards.
Well, as a coach, though, you'd like to see a guy aggressively setting picks. You're not real upset about Holland getting a foul like that, because what you want to do as a coach is say, hey, just keep setting those picks, keep setting them, just don't move. You want him to set picks, especially when you got a guy like Edwards as hot as he is.
Second foul against DePaul, the first against Kevin Holland, making his second start.
Well, they're even trapping out of the man-to-man.
McCracken underneath, just came into the game and gets the left-handed layup. There was a collision before with Holland bumping into Springer. No foul was called. McCracken had been the starting center, averaging 7.9 and 6+ rebounds a game. He's a 6', 9.5-inch sophomore from Springfield by McCracken. Baseline right, T. Green open, and he nets a 17-foot jumper, and he's got 5.
Now, Dayton in a man-to-man. Pittman just cannot keep up with T. Green. He's getting switched off on him.
Now they got a 2-on-1. Golden back, and T. Green got in there, got a piece of the ball, knocked it away from Pittman. He retrieves it.
Well, he got back defensively. Dayton just not quick enough to convert, and T. Green's back.
Springer almost had the ball stripped by Edwards to get it in low. Knight has a shot blocked by Brundy, his second block.
No, that was Edwards, I think.
Well, I think
Both
Brundy got him from behind, and Edwards maybe got a piece of it from the front.
Laux got beat defensively trying to front Nigel Knight. There's Kevin Edwards coming across on the weak side to help. Well, double sandwich there.
I think so. Give him a half block apiece. It's like sharing a sack.
Good shot from producer director Arnie Harris, who's tan and back from Florida, and probably poor because I know he spent his time at the track and at the highlight.
I know his wallet's a lot lighter.
He tried to get a fin from me to bet, and I said, no way.
He's the only guy that appears to lose weight from his hip pocket.
Yeah. Welcome back to Arnie. Good to have him back.
Springer out front tonight. Dayton working the perimeter game.
Well, that's
long
a bomb.
shot. Springer rimmed out. T. Green with a long rebound away from McCracken with a nice dribble to Edwards. Right side, T. Green. He's got 5 early in the ball game. He's hit 2 in a row after missing his first 2 shots.
Of course, with Strickland out, Neiman's going to have to play his part in the ball game now.
Neiman in there, number 22. He's a freshman. Good shooter. And has a lot of good floor presence for a freshman. Nice pass, cross court. T. Green open, looking for his 3rd straight. Rimmed out long. Golden couldn't get the handle, tipped it to McCracken, and here comes Dayton on a 3-on-2. Nice behind the back dribble by Springer to Knight. And Nigel knocks in a 17-footer from the left side. His 4th point. We're tied at 12.
Nigel ought to give one of those to Springer. Springer nice, penetrated the middle, drew the defense. That left Nigel wide open on the weak side. Good job by Dayton.
7 minutes into the ball game. Neiman out front with it. He's averaging 3.6. Brad Neiman, 6'3" freshman from Glenview. Glenbard South High. Left side to Green. Brundy, nice touch pass underneath. Golden. Oh, missed a wide open layup. Tried to scoop it, didn't even hit iron.
Well, I've seen guys miss iron, but I've never seen him miss iron on a scoop shot.
Corbett underneath. Puts Dayton on top, 14-12. Corbett's first basket.
Corbett's a strong player. Down low, you don't want to let him in the middle. Big, strong, likes to pump fake. Dayton in a kind of a matchup type zone defense. That means you're playing a zone, but you're really playing a guy in your area. That's confusing DePaul offensively.
He tried to force that one in, and Springer saves it. Nice pass down court. Knight scoops for the left hand and scores and draws the foul. But credit Springer was saving that ball. It was knocked loose at midcourt, and he gave a quick touch pass ahead first. And the fourth against DePaul. Now it's a 5-point Dayton lead as they have a 7-point run here. 17-12 in favor of the Flyers. 12 minutes to go in the first half. Golden to Neiman. Works it around the perimeter to Edwards underneath T. Green. Double team. Ball knocked loose. Nice save by Brundy. Inside to Green again. Jack Nice puts it up. Can't get the bounce off the glass, but draws the shooting foul.
That time Dayton in a 3-2 zone.
Missed a shot short off the front of the rim, and the rebound is knocked out of bounds by DePaul. So Dayton will maintain possession at their end, and it'll be Pittman, Steve Pittman, 6'9" junior from Beaver Creek, Ohio, inbounding the ball. Ray Springer.
DePaul, of course, going into a 2-3 zone whenever the ball's taken out on their end defensively.
Laux will check back in a moment for the DePaul Blue Demons. Demons in a zone now. Corbett, right sideline, out front to Nigel Knight.
You know, one of the problems with a guy like Strickland going out, in and out, is you, as a team for a season, you never find a rhythm.
Nice pass inside. Oh, walk there. Corbett leaned off balance and took that step. I didn't think they were going to call it for a minute. I'm Joe McConnell along with John Mengelt and our executive producer Arnie Harris, and you're watching the best in college basketball on WGN Television 9 Chicago.
Again, you see Edwards handling a ball kind of out of character for him of late, and it's going to take away from his scoring.
T. Green right in front. Nice 5-footer. They got him the ball low on the baseline, wheeled out right in front of the rim. Curtis Jackson in there now.
It's the earliest he's ever been in a ball game.
Yes.
Maybe Joey upset with the rebounding. Said, Curtis, go in and get me Karooms.
And Brundy slaps it out of bounds. It'll
trying to con London Bradley there. Into London says, that's right in front of me.
Dayton still with the ball. Joey Meyer, his 4th year after taking over for his father Ray. There's a reach. Curtis Jackson, the 6'10" sophomore, Proposition 48 last year for Brockton, Massachusetts, with a reaching foul.
I don't know that he got called for the reach with the left hand. It was the bear hug with the right hand. The left hand looked good to me. It was that right hand around the race. McCracken couldn't move. That's a good trick. Hold him down so he can't go to the ball.
Corbett.
Of course, if you're a three-time All-American, you get away with that.
Springer back to Knight. Nigel from the left wing. Rimmed off to the right. There was a crashing foul that McCracken got away with, and he got the second effort and lays it in.
Well, it's getting a little rough out there, and if it's getting rough, you just got to play rough. Jackson's going to have to, and Brundy and the front line is going to have to push and shove with the rest of them.
19-15 at the 10-minute mark. Dayton by 4. Laux whips it left side, and a beautiful reverse layup by Kevin Edwards as he drove in for the left side and then shielded the ball with the rim and laid it in with a reversal.
Kevin didn't go to the basket much last year. I'm sure the pro scouts would like to see him take it more.
Shot missed, and another rebound, and McCracken loses it. Great save. Brundy to Edwards. Corbett fell down hard. Now Nigel Knight steals it in the middle. Here's a 2-on-2 break. Corbett, who was trailing on the play, nails the jumper from the right side.
Trips over the half-court line and gets a bucket.
Yeah, that's something. 21-17, Dayton.
2-3 zone.
Edwards, left side Laux, and he opened from 3. Forced it, just hurried it a little bit. Rebound T. Green, and got the layup and used the foul as well. Knight double team, but got it to Pittman, and then Knight bats the ball out to Springer as DePaul overplays the left side here. Ewell has the ball knocked loose, but it goes to Pittman. Dayton got a break there.
One of the things when you trap out as high as DePaul is trapping out at the half-court line, you got to make it a real aggressive trap. You're leaving yourself a lot of room for only 3 men to cover.
Pittman fires from deep in the right corner. Long rebound to Kevin Holland, who checked back in. Bad pass, but saved by T. Green. Shovels to Holland. Missed the shot with the left hand for the right side. Gets his rebound back along the baseline, but stepped out of bounds with it. A little bit out of control there. Not once, but 3 different times down the the court, and it finally cost him on the rebound.
Well, it looked nice, but like you say, it didn't have a good finish.
DePaul getting much more aggressive now in the half court.
See, you can't. They've got to trap more aggressively. You cannot play a 1-3-1 zone defense extended that far out on the floor without trapping aggressively and making it impossible for the whole way across court pass.
Pittman got the lob underneath for the layup. Dayton leading by 3. Laux swings it to Edwards. Jumper by Kevin. Jackson tried to slam it in and rimmed it off. Nigel Knight with it in the backcourt for the Flyers, who have a 3-point lead in the ball. 7:35 to go here in the first half. They go in low to Pittman, who turns and hits the baseline jumper. He's hit 2 in a row, and he has 6 first half points. And again now, Dayton equaling their previous large lead of 5 at 25-20. DePaul with a little lull here offensively.
Dayton in a 1-1 kind of 3 looking defense. Again, it's probably that matchup.
T. Green dumps it off to Edwards. Kevin from the right side. In and out won't go. The rebound by Corbett. Here comes Dayton with it. Springer inside. Nobody covered that time, and Ewell lays it in to give Dayton a 7-point spread.
Needs a timeout.
Joey Meyer calls a timeout at Notre Dame.
You can watch at halftime. Joey's on with me. He's going to clarify the whole thing and what he did and why he did it.
Neiman back in there, point guard, fires from the left side, just a bit long off the heel. The long rebound comes to Ewell.
Should have taken that one in his rhythm. He had the shot kind of hitched and then went back up.
Pittman up with a soft jumper, rimmed out. Holland with the rebound. Here comes Edwards. DePaul down by 7. The Demons are 8 of 18 now, while Dayton is 12 of 22. Neiman from the right side, 3-pointer, got it.
He's not shy, is he?
Ooh.
When in doubt, shoot.
Never knew a shooter that was. That's Brad's 3rd 3-pointer in 12 tries this year from home run territory.
He hits his first one every time.
Just about. Laux almost got that ball away, and now Corbett throws it away. Cross court, tried to skip past that time and threw it out of bounds. And the tenacious DePaul defense forces a turnover there, and the Demons get it back, trailing by 4.
So far tonight, DePaul figured they would beat Dayton down the floor, especially the big men. Really haven't gotten any easy baskets off the fast break for their big men.
Laux off the dribble, jump pass, and another 3-pointer, just a bit short. Holland scraps for the rebound on the baseline. It'll go to DePaul. Oh no, they say that Holland touched it. Bova got turned around and he reversed himself. I thought, my goodness, the guy was down there right on the baseline. How could you miss that call? He quickly reversed himself. Neiman right side to Edwards, out front to Brad Neiman.
Tried the lob play there to Edwards. It didn't work. Dayton covered it well.
Edwards dishes off. Neiman wide open. 3-pointer from the left side. Off the front of the rim. Follows his own rebound, but Grundy messed him up on the play.
Like I
Two
said,
cooks in the kitchen. Cost him possession of the ball. Springer for the left side. Good. A 3-pointer by Springer. His first basket.
That hurt. That hurt. DePaul makes a little run, and Neiman hits his first one. Missed 2 right after that. And Dayton is back up 7.
30-23 Flyers. 5:15 to go in the first half. Laux out front, swing it back. Edwards drives the baseline in the left corner. Neiman open again. Good. He got a 2-pointer that time.
That's 2 out of 4, 50% from 3-point. That's pretty good. You'll take that every time.
5 points for Neiman. His average at 3.6. 30-25.
Yes, you're right. It was only a 2-point shot that time.
I thought he was outside the line, but they ruled a 2-pointer all the way. Now Neiman comes up with a steal on the deflection. Long pass down the left side to Edwards. Kevin into the lane. Jackknife's off balance. Nice soft 4-footer.
That's where DePaul has to take advantage of their quickness. You don't always get the easy 2-on-1, 3-on-2 break, but you can get in the transition where the big men aren't down the floor yet, and they have to cover them.
7 points now for Kevin Edwards. 3-point Dayton lead. Pittman on the left wing out front to Ewell. The left side, Nigel Knight. Cross court to Springer. In low to Ewell. Double team by Laux, who tips the ball to Edwards. Andy Laux. Not quick, but very heady. Fires a 3 off the front of the rim. Nigel Knight with the rebound. Here comes the Flyers. Oh, blind pass cross court. And Corbett missed the shot and a walk. He never did put the ball down on the floor, and T. Green checks back in now for DePaul with 4 minutes to go here. And we've got a timeout. Dayton now 13 of 23, 56.5% for the Flyers. DePaul 11 of 24, about 46% from the floor for the Demons. Dayton with a 14-9 edge off the board, somewhat surprising. Holland left the pass inside, scraps for it, gets it back after Springer almost knocked it away a second time.
1-2-2 defense for Dayton. Again, they're changing up each and every time down the floor, trying to confuse DePaul offensively. And so far tonight, they've done a pretty decent job. DePaul not, except for early, not getting much off their half-court offense.
T. Green baseline to Edwards. Three-pointer for the right corner. Long out to the left. Ewell with the rebound. 15th rebound for Dayton in the first half. Ewell's done a good job off the boards. Springer right side to Corbett. Pressured by T. Green to reach. Sixth team foul against DePaul and 2 on T. Green.
Corbett not going to hurt you out that high. He wants the ball in the paint, in the middle. You reach out at 20 feet and cannot do yourself any good. That gives you 16 fouls. Next one's a bonus.
Springer. Looking baseline for Nigel Knight. Instead spins into the 15-foot area. Tipped in underneath. Hepner is in there now for DePaul. Did Corbin get that basket?
Yeah, he got taken to school real quickly by Anthony Corbin.
Corbin tipped that one inside the big freshman.
Got a year's experience, quick. Got to keep Corbin out of the middle. He's not effective unless he gets down in that paint area.
Nice pass inside. T. Green trying to muscle in on Ewell. Can't do it. Edwards right wing.
T. Green should not be posting up Ewell.
Three-point shot by Neiman. He's forcing him a bit now. He was about 2 foot outside the ring there. Springer right side. Nigel Knight off the front of the rim. Badly missed. Quick rebound. Neiman ahead. Now to Edwards driving on Springer, but the ball was knocked loose. Kevin gets it back.
Nigel Knight doing a real nice job of getting back defensively. Edwards had Springer one-on-one. And Nigel Knight back to help.
32-27. Dayton by 5, closing in on the 2-minute mark.
Too many three-pointers.
Yeah, and Hepner knocked the ball away from Neiman as he went up for a rebound shot. Goes out of bounds to Dayton. That's twice now that DePaul has had 2 players on the ball at once and messed each other up.
A lot of three-pointers going up. It's contagious, huh? One shot, once you start shooting them, everybody does. You can't. A 5-point lead is nothing this early, late in the first half. I mean, you can't try to get it all back at once.
Corbett left side to Knight. Nigel dumps it low to Springer. Works across the top of the circle, right side to Corbett. Goes in low to Pittman, got inside Grundy, turnaround shot rimmed out. Hepner with a rebound, and Ewell on the back for the foul, his third.
16.
First player to pick up 3 on either team, and each club with 6 now, John.
Yeah, not a real good foul for him. They like to have him in the ball game for his rebounding. That's the 16th foul. DePaul will not be in the bonus.
McCracken replaces him, and Troy has a couple himself.
Grundy around the front, which is what Joey likes to do defensively. The front means to try to keep the pivot man from getting the ball, and Edwards again over there to help defensively.
Nice pass inside to Hepner, and he shot put that one up and then knocked the rebound out of bounds. Hepner didn't look like he had any shooting touch at all, and I don't know whether it's just a lack of concentration or confidence in the shot.
Lack of confidence, lack of playing time. He couldn't wait to get it out of his hands.
Yeah, he's got much better form than that we've seen earlier in the year. Pittman goes in low. Knight fronted by Edwards. Oh, a beauty, a fadeaway off balance baseline jumper.
He likes to do that. He's a good post-up player, good fadeaway jump shot like that, and he does that very often. He'll see him go down there again.
That's 9 for Nigel Knight, and Dayton with a third 7-point lead here, and we've only got 50 seconds left to go in the half. There's a double pump, and the shot won't go as Hepner looked a lot in the first half.
Diamond one press for DePaul.
Knight with it in the backcourt, trapped by Neiman and Grundy.
T. Green should have had that pass. Nigel Knight left his feet, had nowhere to go, and finally bailed out with Springer. But T. Green, if he'd have been aggressively overplaying like he should that passing lane, had an easy layup.
Dayton can work all but 7 seconds off of the clock here at halftime. They lead it 34-29, and they're running the clock down. 18 seconds on the possession clock. The 45-second clock will run out with 7 seconds to play in the half. Nigel Knight working one-on-one on Brad Neiman. Nice reverse dribble drive. Took him right underneath and rolls it in. 11 points for him. 9 seconds to go in the half. Dayton by 7 again. T. Green into the lane, pull up 14-footer, no, tip out by Hefner, and the horn sounds. There's the end of the first half. The Dayton Flyers with their 5th 7-point lead. That's their biggest spread, and they lead by 7 here at halftime as the Blue Demons are struggling without their great point guard, Rod Strickland, tonight. Dayton leads at half, 36-29. Left side, Nagel Knight. Steve Pittman, right side to Ray Springer. Try to go inside to Corbett. We got a holding foul on DePaul.
Well, DePaul likes to front defensively down low. What I mean by front is the defensive player gets around in front of the offensive player, trying to deny them the ball. Now, that's okay unless he gets a ball, and he better get help real quick from the weak side.
That's 3 on T. Green. He's the first Blue Demon to pick up 3 personals.
T got beat that time, didn't have any help, so he held.
Knight on the left wing, out front to Springer, the point guard. Pass to Pittman in the paint. Give to Corbett instead. Back to Knight. Right side to Springer and low to Pittman. Baseline jumper. Oh, he caught a lucky roll. A shooter's bounce there and rolls in.
Well, he's
9-point lead.
He's got that kind of shot. It doesn't look like it's supposed to go in, but both of his turnaround jumpers have been the same way, and they've both gone in. They've looked bad, but ended well.
He's got 4 baskets for 8 points. 4 of 9 from the floor, and Dayton with their first 9-point lead. That's the biggest spread of the night.
Now they're in the
And Grundy bounces the ball out of bounds as he fumbled it out of bounds under the basket as DePaul tried to get one inside there. And the Demons now trailing by 9 here at the offset of the second half.
Now DePaul needs a spark very, very badly. They played very lethargic against Georgetown and are continuing that here tonight.
Well, they struggled at Hartford on the 2nd of January. They got down 12-2 early in that ball game and came back to win it by 7. There's a steal by T. Green.
He's going to take it all away.
Yep.
He had that look from.
Oh, high off the glass and in.
He had to take it all away. He looked clear from the beginning of that steal.
There was a 1-on-3 and he made it.
T. Green makes the steal, goes all the way in. Got fouled on the play, no call. Miguel Knight got him on the arm on the way up.
Pittman turnaround jumper won't go. Holland spiked that ball away, but it goes to Ewell, who lays it in.
Well, somebody's got to get a rebound, as you mentioned early in the first half. Dayton just got every rebound, and we're up 7 rebounds at half and continue that right here in the second half.
Yeah, they're killing the Demons on the offensive glass. Holland muscles in, no basket foul before the shot, and if that's on Ewell, that's 4. It is, and here comes Troy McCracken off the bench. He'll check back in. Ewell goes out with 4 fouls, 7 points. That's the first team foul on Dayton in the second half.
DePaul didn't get very many fouls in the first half. You know, they didn't play very aggressive, and that's that spark we're talking about. I think when you got a team and they're lethargic, you got to bang, you got to bruise, you got to do it all. Boom.
Oh, spike on the slam jam Edwards, although that pass by T. Green looked like it was headed for the hoop.
Well, that's probably the best pass you can make because it is a pass and you can go after it.
Corbett right side now gives to Knight on the left side of the alley. They get it in low to Pittman, and he rolls in that little soft shot.
Again on the front, T. Green not there and soon enough on the weak side help. When you're front strong side, you got to have weak side help or you look bad.
Pittman and Knight now both in double figures. Knight with 11, Pittman with 10. Golden is checked back in there for DePaul. T. Green gives to Kevin. Out to Edwards. Laux, and he hasn't scored tonight. 3-point shot missed. Edwards too far underneath, can't hold a rebound. Here comes Dayton. Springer on the right side, pull-up jumper over Laux. And Edwards with a great rebound. Well, Kevin tries to take it down on 3 red shirts, so now he holds it out. Cross court underneath Grundy. Open, missed the slam, and then tipped in his own miss. Lucky break for him there.
Well, Grundy has a real tough job hitting those bunnies, and I think it's a lack of concentration. You get a bunny and you think it's easy. You got to see it all the way through. He's lucky on that one.
Got his own tip in there. 42-35.
Don't let him out of a trap. You got him in there.
Corbett double team gives it out front tonight. And the give and go back to Nagel off the glass and in. Nice play.
Again, you aggressively trap a strong side. You cannot let the pass out. You cannot let that cross court pass happen like that.
We're just trading baskets now. Dayton by 9. 3.5 minutes into the second half. Laux.
Loaded but didn't shoot, right?
Andy looks to be a little gun shy tonight. And he's primarily in there to shoot. Tried to force it. And A takedown by Golden. Are they going to call a foul? Yeah, Golden got him on the arm. That looked like a takedown in wrestling there.
You know what? I think they need a little bit of that
that's
right now.
Kevin is
They
pugnacious
need something
by
to
nature.
shake him up. It was a foul on Golden. The bad pass. The only way you're going to get that in is a lob or a bounce pass. You got too many arms at waist high. If you get that bounce pass down low, those arms don't get down that low. Golden on a slam takedown.
Got everything but the pin, huh?
But you need some of that. Somebody needs to do something out there to wake people up.
Springer. Nice pass inside Corbett, wide open, fouled by Brundy.
That's Golden's fault right there. That's T. Green's man, but it's Golden's fault. Golden buried in his man defensively.
So Dayton with a 22-15 board edge for the game. T. Green right side, looking inside for Golden, who's playing in the pivot now. Neiman's back in there to try to add more firepower. Edwards out of the left corner. Yes, hits the 15-footer. They got their shooting lineup in there, and they need that now.
Well, there's no doubt they need to score. Good rotation that time on the ball.
Edwards with 11.
Moved it to the weak side, and Edwards had the open jumper.
They're going to have to hit those perimeter shots now because they're getting beat inside. Nice pass, McCracken to Corbett, and he lays it in. Corbett now with 10 points, 4 in the second half. Dayton matching DePaul's every scoring move here and adding 4. They lead by 11. It was a 7-point spread at halftime. Brundy in the right corner out front. T. Green from 3 lets it go. Tipped by Neiman out front where Corbett picks it up for Dayton.
DePaul not even coming close to get a rebound, except for if they're wide open.
Knight saves it in bounds, but it's picked off by Green ahead to Edwards. He drives on Corbett, changes hands, and lays it in with a scoop shot with the right hand on the left side. It's 13 now for Edwards. 9-point Dayton lead. Springer out front, guarded by Green. Left side to Pittman.
Again, Miguel Knight posting up.
McCracken left-handed jumper from 15 missed. And T. Green steals the rebound, and Brundy comes up with it.
And throws it
Stolen
away.
back by Springer. The Demons are just out of sync tonight at both ends.
Well, and they're doing the right thing now. They're getting all 5 guys rebounding because they have to. You must have the ball if you're going to score.
Springer right side to McCracken. In low to Corbett. Double teamed. Shoots over Edwards anyway and hits it.
See,
all of a sudden he's hit 6 in a row.
It wasn't an aggressive double team. I mean, Golden left his man to go somewhere and kind of haphazardly double team, and therefore he walked away and left the guy wide open.
Corbett now has scored the last 6 for Dayton and doubled his total from 6 to 12 in the game, and Dayton has that 11-point lead again. Green into the paint. Gives off underneath Brundy with a left hand. Missed it. Tipped in. Brundy.
Again, missing the bunny. Of course, that was a little tougher. He had to go to the left hand. The guy who shoots and misses usually knows where it's coming off the quickest, and Brundy on the tip in 2 of those for him tonight.
Off his own miss. He's got 8. Dayton leading 50-41. Miguel Knight. Nice steal off the dribble by Neiman. Here comes T. Green. 3 on 2. Right side Brundy scoops and scores. Basket counts. Undercutting foul against Pittman. His 3rd.
Well, Brundy's the guy they expected to beat the big men down the floor. Nice feed from T. Green. Of course, Brundy's out there on the wings, got the angle. Maybe should have been out a little bit
I thought they were
further.
almost bunched up too close there.
And Pittman may have had him if he hadn't have jumped. Pittman tried to jump with him and drew the foul. If he'd have stayed planted.
Well, let's see if Stanley can hit the free throw. He's 12 of 30. That's 40%.
Yeah, history's not with him. Let's put it like that.
Oh, good rotation of the ball. He knocks it in. A 3-point play and give him 11.
Yeah, and then they forget the press.
It's the first time now that DePaul has put back-to-back baskets together in the second half, and they've cut that 11-point lead to 6. Knight out front to Springer.
Both Dayton guards have done a nice job breaking that press tonight.
Pittman turnaround corkscrew jumper, and he hits it from the left side. Boy,
he's hit 3 or 4 of those. Now you need to double team him, discourage him a little bit.
He's got 12. Good balance for Dayton. They've got 4 players now in double figures. They lead it 52-44.
3-2 zone for Dayton. They're changing defenses quite frequently down the floor.
Edwards to Golden inside. Kevin turnaround 5-footer. He got it.
Is that an omen?
I don't know. I thought you were going to rip my arm off.
When he got the ball, I said, oh, no.
You knew he was going to shoot. He had that look in his eye. 6-point Dayton lead. Golden with his first 2.
T. Green pressuring a much quicker Springer.
Knight goes in low on the right side of McCracken, gives it right back to Knight. Just inside three-point territory, and he knocks the bottom of the basket out.
Begging for three, only gets two, and that silences the crowd, takes a little pizzazz out of the Demons.
That was an 18.5-footer. He's about 6 inches inside the three-point line. Golden fouled as he goes up. He's looking for a second straight shot. Corbett with a foul. Although their longest losing string and their longest consecutive losing string at home. In 76-77 when they lost 8 in a row, 5 at home, and yet they had a winning season that year at 16-11, which is something you might not think. 3-second call. Phil Bova, the Big Ten, called 3 seconds against the Flyers, and that turnover will give the ball back to DePaul after this timeout. We've got 11:59 to go. Dayton leads by 7.
That would have been a nice hoop to have.
Yeah, Grundy with good anticipation there. Ball slapped out of bounds away from Pittman by Kevin Golden. Baseline right. Corbett will put it in for Dayton.
Edwards not quite as sharp as you'd like to see him when he has to take a real dominant role.
McCracken dumps it out to Springer on the right wing. DePaul trying to trap. T. Green and Kevin Holland come out. Cross-court pass. Got away with it. Corbett baseline to McCracken. Left-handed jumper. Got it.
Dayton always seems to get a hoop when they need it.
They're a half step ahead tonight. That's been the difference.
That's the pass you want them to make. The all the way across court. The aggressive trap.
Holland cross court. Golden goes in and slams from the left side. He got back door on the play as they left the baseline unguarded. And Kevin now with 5.
Golden with that look in his eyes, giving the Demons just a little bit of spark. Since he's been in the ball game, it's gone from 11 to 7.
Pittman fronted by Kevin, out front to McCracken, right side to Corbett. Pittman open for a 16-footer. Light drives it in.
Boom.
Looked like he threw a brick up there, but it rattled inside the rim and fell. He's got 14.
I told you all this looked bad, but they end up good.
Kevin Holland hasn't scored tonight. T. Green, nice pass, scoops and scores. Holland gave him the ball right down the right side of the paint.
Same play as last time. The other time Edwards missed the pass. That time T. Green gets it for a layup.
And we got a 5-second call. The press worked that time and forced a turnover as DePaul couldn't get the ball, or rather Dayton couldn't get the ball in bounds, and the Demons get it back, trailing by 7.
Miguel Knight tried to call timeout. Phil Bova after the 4 count. You cannot call timeout, and they caught him.
See if the Demons can cut it to 5 here. Edwards out front to Green. Right side Holland. Edwards open from 3. A little bit long. Rebound Corbett. Demons have put up plenty of 3-point shots tonight, but have not had the range. Edwards has made one, his first, and Demon made one, his first. There's Pittman again. This time he missed it. Tipped up and grabbed by Holland. Here come the Demons again now.
Got to push it up. Got to get the crowd in the ball game. Push it up. Get some excitement.
Well, they're making a little more noise. 3-point shot. T. Green. Good! And it's down to 4. Well, he was 8 of 25, and that gives him 1 of 3 tonight, so that makes it 9 of 28 on the year.
Demons doing it the hard way. They've got a couple good shots offensively, but still not getting the great shots.
And we got a whistle on the play and a foul on DePaul. 58-54. The Demons have whittled 7 off that deficit.
Miguel Knight again going down to post up Kevin Edwards. Edwards with some size and jumping ability really doesn't have to get too aggressive down there. I think he could play pretty good defense backside.
It's Edwards' second foul, and we got a foul on DePaul underneath. See if they call it on Golden or Grundy. 2 quick fouls on the Demons.
Grundy on the foul, not arguing much. Pretty tough angle for Phil Bova to make the call. Grundy up high. Well, I don't know. If he didn't get him on the arm.
17 for 9, 3 out of 3 at the stripe. Dayton by 6 now.
A lot of time left in the ball game. If you're in DePaul's shoes, you don't want to try to get it too quickly.
T. Green, who made that 3 a moment ago, has 20 points to lead both ball clubs. Reverse dribble drive, double team. Golden is going to take a 17-footer, and he nails it. He's got 7. That's the longest shot he's made all year.
It's that look in the eye if you think you can.
Well, if you think you can, that's half the battle sometimes.
That's right. It's in the mind. Nobody else is thinking out there they can very much.
Corbett.
Boy, I'll tell you, Dayton making some big back-breaking hoops. DePaul running at them, and they're just making some real tough shots.
6-point Dayton lead, 62-56. Holland left wing, out front to T. Green.
Game was a sleeper in the first half, kind of boring. The second half's picked up.
Nice jump pass inside. Holland up with the baseline jumper, spun in and out. He has not been able to buy a hoop tonight. Golan got floored on the play. Kevin has really been the spark here in the second half. Springer almost turned that dribble over. It got a bit high on him. Out of Corbett, gets inside Edwards, pull-up jumper from the left side, won't go. And Grundy with a vicious rebound. Here come the Flyers back defensively as the Demons press it into the offensive end.
Good defense that time by Nigel Knight. Edwards and Green had the eye for the lob pass.
Golan wants the ball. That time he put up an air ball. Grundy tried to tip it in for the right side, and I think they're going to call a foul on Dayton.
McCracken for a shove. Grundy quicker got inside of him.
That's 3 on McCracken.
McCracken afraid that Grundy would have the easy layup. See Grundy with position there. McCracken said, I'm not going to let you have it. Lucky he did shove. Grundy probably would have taken that air ball into the hoop.
So McCracken, who backs up Billy Ewell at center, picked up his third. Ewell's on the bench with 4. Baseline right, Edwards into Neiman, who's back in there replacing Golan now. Skip pass cross court in the left corner. Edwards around it out, won't go. Ball knocked loose. Grundy gets it back, blocked. And a foul call on Dayton. Now the Demons are starting to get some of those offensive rebounds. They're a lot more active under the glass, and it's paid off with 2 or 3 clutch rebounds here. That's foul number 3 on Corbett.
Well, if you don't get a lot of rebounds, especially on the offensive end, the first place you look is the execution of your offense. To get offensive rebounds, you got to move people around, make them switch up, get
off the rim.
Percentages don't lie, do they? Sooner or later they catch up with you.
That means he's due to miss the next 2. Double team, but McCracken muscles it in from the right side with the left hand. He's got 9.
Can't say enough about Dayton's execution. DePaul scrambling, gambling on defense, and Dayton converting very often.
Another 7-point lead for the Flyers. Pull up 3-pointer. Bit long. Rebound. Holland missed. Ball knocked loose. Kevin gets it back. Lost it out of bounds. Knocked out of there by Dayton.
T. Green in too big a hurry.
And we've got an official's timeout with 7:35 to go. Joey a little bit perplexed over there, not too happy with his team shot with an edge. Nice cross-court pass, but Grundy fumbled it out of bounds.
There again is, a lack of concentration. Grundy wide open, didn't look it into his hands. Tried to get up with that shot before he got the ball, and that's the result, another turnover.
26-23, Dayton's edge off the boards. Flyers have 11 turnovers so far. DePaul only 6. McCracken out front, gives to Corbett on the left wing. Reverse dribble into the paint. Turnaround 6-footer rattles in. He has a total of 16. His average is 14-7, and so every time the Blue Demons come up with a run or try to come up with a run, the Flyers have had the answer tonight. Neiman out front, cross court to T. Green on the right wing. Now to Edwards. Tries to work in on Knight. Baseline. Neiman passed up the shot there. Out front to Edwards. 17-footer. Nobody came in to follow the rebound, and Dayton picked it up.
DePaul made their run, and Dayton has answered, and it's going to be real tough now for the Blue Demons to get back in this one.
Yep, they're down by 9. Double team underneath, and muscling it up and in is Nigel Knight. He has 19, and it's back up to 11 again where they started. Well, DePaul had won both last year and 3 of the last 4, but they're down in their own building here tonight. These 2 ball clubs will tee it up again on the 1st of March.
Nice pass.
Inside, Holland finally got his first hoop of the ball game.
I got to give half that hoop to Neiman. Beautiful pass, bringing the ball back across the zone shifted, and Holland was in the seam.
9-point Dayton lead, 6 minutes to go. This ball club beat Ohio State at Columbus, their top victory of the year. They also beat Miami in overtime at Miami earlier. Miami of Ohio, it is. Double team there. Corbett fouled by Neiman. Kevin Golden, who gave the club a spark a little bit ago, comes back in.
That time a scramble after the ball and bailed out that time. Can't see the call there because the ref's in the way. Half.
Shooting about 70%.
And they're not easy shots. There's some tough shots there.
Neiman wasn't open long enough to put that one up. Ran a little convoy there for Edwards, but Edwards couldn't get open.
Well, right now Grundy had a little man and Nigel Knight on him, and they did not find Grundy open.
Edwards had the ball knocked loose off the dribble. It'll be DePaul ball with 5:21 to go. And now Joey Meyer calls a timeout. He's got 2 left. And
a position, having to handle the ball a lot.
Paul still shooting 54% on 13 of 24 from the floor. Second half from the right corner. T. Green, yes.
Good execution that time of an out-of-bounds play to get T. Green a three-pointer.
He has 22 to lead the Demons.
Again, the Demons confused defensively. Didn't know where they wanted to go in the diamond and one or what, and got caught with nothing.
Dayton 14 of 19. They're shooting almost 74% here with this possession.
They're some pretty tough shots, too. They're post-ups. There's a hold.
Yep. And they don't call it. Kevin Golden made the nice steal, knocking the ball away, and Pittman tripped him on the play and got away with it, and Dayton gets the ball back. Golden has really provided DePaul with the only spark here in the second half. They made a run. They got to within 4.
Tough shot. Can't let him in the middle. He's tough there. It's the only place he's got offense, and he's got plenty of it down there tonight.
20 points for Corbett, and that's a 75% shooting ball game now here in the second half. 15 out of 20 for DePaul. Alley-ooped it underneath, but Grundy couldn't control it. Slapped off the glass. Pittman ahead to Springer, but Edwards gets back to retrieve it for DePaul. Here come the Demons, 4-on-3. Passed up the 15-footer, gives to Kevin Holland, who misses, and tipped in by Golden, who's got 9 points here in the second half.
And the Demons are running back defensively. You got to start pressuring now. I mean, it's almost too late.
Cracking in the forecourt. Dayton by 9, 3:58 to go. Ball tipped loose by Edwards. But it goes back to Miguel Knight. Stolen ahead by T. Green. Leaves it out front for Edwards, who saves it into the hands of McCracken. No, out of bounds it goes to Dayton. It's only about the 7th turnover for DePaul tonight.
Must have thought that Edwards was a greyhound on that one. T. Green, you got to understand, when you're down that far, you got to protect the ball, make sure you don't turn over. Every possession is too valuable at this point.
McCracken out back to Springer. 3:35 to go. Dayton with a 9-point lead in the ball. Corbett on the right wing.
Dayton will take their time, try to burn a little bit of the clock. Try to get the low post-up position they've been getting all night down low.
Whistle away from the ball. A hold underneath on Neiman, I believe.
17 foul. That'll send Miguel Knight to the line, and he's deadly from there at 86%.
He's the one guy you don't want to foul out there right now. Well, Pittman's another one. He's shooting 85%.
Not too many nails left for this coffin. And these could be the
rebound. Pull-up jumper by Kevin is good. Edwards now with 15. That's the first hoop he's had in quite a while. It's a 7-point Dayton lead. McCracken handles the pass in the forecourt, gives it out front to the guard, Springer. And now Dayton calls a timeout. So with 3:05 to go, the Flyers still have a 7-point lead. It's 72-65. We'll keep it here. Dayton is still shooting 75% on 15 of 20 from the floor in the second half. Although they missed 2 front ends of the 1-on-1 there, and Edwards went.
I guess that's why he's coaching. I'm over here. Easy, you got to take it easy.
T. Green double teamed along the baseline out front, open from 3, moving into 2-point range. Neiman fires and scores a 3-point lead.
You talk about a freshman, no hesitation. He buried it. That's almost got it again.
3-point Dayton lead. The lead was 11 a little bit ago. Double team in the backcourt. They got it across the time stripe. Corbett had the ball knocked loose by Golden. Picked up by Springer.
A lot of time left. No hurry here. Don't foul.
1:55 and counting. Out back it goes to Knight. Cross court to Ewell. Here comes the double team. Trap at midcourt. And a foul call on Neiman again. His 4th.
What's that one? Ewell, pretty good free throw shooter for a big man at 765.
Ewell, Springer, Knight, and McCracken have all missed the front ends of the 1-on-1 consecutively.
A lot of time.
Grundy baseline up with a shot. Oh, it won't go. Rebound. T. Green blocked by Ewell.
Big play.
Foul in the backcourt on Grundy.
Of course, Joey wanting the call, especially at home.
That's Stanley's 4th foul. Ewell with a key block, and then the foul on Grundy after Ewell came up with a rebound.
Of course, Joey will be very forceful in pointing out it was the other official. Of course, Dayton brings one official of their own.
It looked like he got him with the body. I don't think he got him with the arm, but I think he did. Unbelievable. Almost picked off.
Well, unbelievable that DePaul did not box out and get the rebound.
Yep. And we got a foul call with 1:19 to go. Dayton with a 3-point lead. That foul on T. Green, I believe, and that's his fourth. Well, I've got Green with 4, Brundy with 4.
Joey told him make it go for either one. What shot was that?
That was almost an impossible shot.
He turned freshman on us again right there.
1 minute to go. Dayton with a 5-point lead in the ball.
Looked like he thought he was going to draw the foul. Looked like he thought he had the foul. He put the leaner up. Dayton will take the air out of it, try to hold it the whole 30-second clock. Now, Joey told him they had the foul if they didn't score.
Kevin Golden, and there's an intentional foul. That's 2 shots plus the ball.
See, now that was so opposite the other one. To me, Golden went for the ball on that one.
Yeah, but that was Kevin Golden.
Well, but see, you're anticipating. Phil
Right.
Bove is anticipating that Golden's going to intention. Everybody in the house knows it's an intentional foul.
Sure it is.
They knew Brad Neiman's was an intentional foul. But at least Golden didn't make. Golden went out and made it look good.
Yeah. 24 for T. Green.
Of course, they got a foul. I mean, everybody in the house knows it's an intentional foul. Now DePaul's afraid to foul.
Corbett double team in the corner. And stepped on the line. Out of bounds to DePaul. Is that a late make good?
I couldn't see it.
29 seconds
to go. It was on our side of the floor. I could not see it, but the back has been broken.
Green down the right side, fires from 3. Off, no good. Slammed off the glass by Golden. Looked like Kevin was swinging a meat cleaver there, but he missed it.
Only one demon on the board.
Foul on Neiman, who should have fouled out with that one right in front of us here.
Now you know, and I know, and London Bradley knows that was an intentional foul.
Neiman just fouled out, and he leaves with a total of 7. Andy Laux checks back in. It's been a disappointing night for Andy, who got the start tonight. He did not score, missed a couple of 3-point tries in the first half. You got to get something out of Andy. There, that's sayonara. 23 for Knight, 7 of 8 at the stripe for Nagel. Edwards down court, up from long range, 3-pointer, got it. Yeah, Kevin's got 8. Have Kevin Golden in the second half.
My opinion, he's player of the game.
And
now how they're going to call an intentional foul on T. Green.
That's his 5th. That's not an automatic call because the player was trying to toss the ball in.
Well, T tried to draw an offensive foul, obviously, and I believe probably pulled the man into him.
He fouls out with 24.
To try to draw the foul. I could not see it. I did not have a good angle. Arnie obviously has it right there on the key, top of the green. You see T grab him, pull him down.
Little takedown.
Little Hollywood, the only really chance he had.
Knight will be the trigger man. Miguel Knight with 23 tonight, 7 at the stripe. He leads Springer. Double team, trapped in the backcourt. Out of Knight, they're just going to run it down. Cross court to Corbett. And the Dayton Flyers have ended a 6-game losing streak, upsetting DePaul here on the Blue Demons home court here at the Rosemont Horizon by a final count of 79-72. We'll be back.